In the heart of Port Harcourt, Nigeria, stood a fine duplex, the home of Madam Dash, a well-known businesswoman. To the outside world, Madam Dash appeared elegant, successful, and respected. But behind the tall gates and her polished smile lay a different story, one of cruelty and pride. Her housemaid, Ego, was a quiet 16-year-old orphan from a small village in Imo State. Her parents sent her to live with Madam Dash with dreams of earning enough to return to school one day. But what was meant to be a chance at a better life became a living nightmare. Madam Dash treated Ego like dirt. Useless girl. You can't even wash plates well? What do they even feed you in that your poor village? She would shout. Ego would bow her head and whisper, "Sorry, ma." Every night she cried herself to sleep, whispering prayers that one day someone, anyone, would show her love. Madam Dash's first son, Chuka, was arrogant, spoiled, and reckless. He often made inappropriate comments towards Ego, cornering her in the kitchen or touching her arm when no one was watching. One night, he crossed a line that changed everything. He forced himself on her. Ego was shattered. 4 months passed and Madam Dash noticed her belly. Madam Dash's anger boiled over. Calling Ego shameless, she threw her out that very night. Alone, pregnant and heartbroken, Ego walked aimlessly down a dark, empty street in Port Harcourt. Time went on, weeks became months, and months years. Madam Dash's once lively home grew silent. Tragedy struck. Chuka had gone to pick up Tari from the airport. Driving too fast in their excitement, by the time help came, it was too late. Chuka died on the spot. The news shattered Madam Dash. The pain of losing her first son nearly drove her insane. Tari survived but was in critical condition. She clung to hope, praying night and day for his recovery. At the hospital, one senior nurse stood out. She was kind, soft-spoken, and patient. Her name was Mary. Nurse Mary took care of Tari like he was her own child. She attended to Madam Dash's every need, offering comfort when others avoided her. Madam Dash asked, "Nurse, you're such a kind soul. Do you have any children?" Nurse Mary replied, "Yes, ma. I have twins. They are 12 years old." Madam Dash, shocked by her youth, asked, "You look so young. You had them early?" Nurse Mary looked down. "Yes, ma, I had them very young. Their father denied them. Well, he's dead now. But we are fine, ma. God has been faithful." Madam Dash looked judgmental. "That's terrible. How could any man deny his own children? Oh, sad. God must have punished him for denying his children." Nurse Mary looked up, her expression quiet but knowing, well, God doesn't work that way. Something in her voice struck Madam Dash's heart. It was soft, familiar. "Wait, what did you say your name was again?" Madam Dash whispered. Nurse Mary stood up. "Ma, I am Ego. My other name is Mary." Ego survived through hardship, sleeping in churches, working as a cleaner in clinics, then training as a nurse assistant through the help of a kind Reverend sister. She raised twins, a boy and a girl, while studying part-time. Through sheer determination, she became a qualified nurse, respected and loved by patients. They wept together. 2 women, once enemies, now bound by forgiveness and faith. Madam Dash, kneeling on the hospital floor, begged, "Ego, please forgive me. I wronged you so deeply. I destroyed your life." Ego helped the older woman rise. Madam, I forgave you long ago. If I hadn't, I wouldn't be in this room with you now. Ego left to attend to patients. Madam Dash was left wondering, could Chuka have been the father? That same week, Tari began to recover. Every doctor said it was a miracle, but Madam Dash knew better. It was divine mercy through the same girl she once despised. When Tari was finally discharged, Madam Dash asked to meet Ego's twins. They arrived, two bright-eyed children, the image of Chuka. The truth hit her anew. They were her grandchildren. From that day, Madam Dash made it her mission to make amends. She transferred a large portion of her wealth to Ego and her children. Together, they built a new bond, not of servitude, but of love and forgiveness. Madam Dash found purpose again through caring for her grandchildren, and her home was once more filled with laughter. Ego, once a broken girl, became a symbol of grace and resilience. And together, they proved that sometimes the very person we despise might hold the key to our destiny. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.